The issue of rough sleeping with or without drug addiction is a huge problem.
People sleeping rough in our region have no respite from the freezing temperatures.
Is a shocking consequence of the housing crisis. This is what the phrase temporary accommodation means for desperate families.
Government figures show last year the number of people living on our streets has doubled.
When will this austerity-driven government say enough is enough?
From Brexit to the NHS, the government is failing to prioritise its responsibilities. Homelessness in the UK is on the rise, and we wanted to find out why. Sheffield is known for its famous heritage steelworks in the Peak District. However, it is not all bliss here. Homelessness in Sheffield has risen, and old buildings such as Park Hill have been nicknamed Tent City due to the amount of people sleeping rough. Why is it in Sheffield these numbers are increasing? In Yorkshire and the Humber alone, the number of those sleeping rough has seen an increase of over 80% since the year 2010. And according to the latest figures, collected in the autumn of 2017, 4,751 people are estimated to be sleeping rough on any one night. One of which is Mark. And this is his story.
So how did you end up in this situation?
Probably started at weekends at parties with my friends, bit of sniff, bit of drink, and then ran out of money. Led to nicking things, and now I'm here.
Do you think there are authorities helping your situation?
No, not enough. Like, they just see you as an outcast. They've offered me help with big issues, selling them, but you've got to be clean to sell them, and can't get clean. It's like, yeah.
How do you live? Like, how do you survive, and how do you make money?
As I said, like, nicking things, but there's been a few times where I've had to resort into like begging, putting a cup on the floor, and just relying on public to help me out. But there's only so much nicking you can do before you keep getting caught, and then they know your face.
Have you been put in prison because of your stealing?
No, not yet. I've been to court, but they didn't have sufficient evidence to do me. But prison would probably be better than me being here. Probably get clean there, but.
And are there people in a similar situation as you? Do you have a community within the homeless community?
We look out for each other, but everyone's in the same position. Like, I know him through this. We're both in the same situation, so there's only so much help they can give you.
With no home to call their own, the likes of Mark are dependent on the charitable nature of the public and of the few support groups which are present in Sheffield. Organisations such as Shelter help millions of people every year struggling with bad housing or homelessness through their advice, support and legal services. Whilst other charities, such as Emma's, help to get the homeless back on their feet, they achieve this by providing stable homes and meaningful work, in order to help companions regain their self-esteem and find a positive way to move forward with their lives. Here at the Sheffield Emma's community, each person has his or her own room and lives and works in the community. In return for this, they agree to refrain from drugs, alcohol or violent behaviour. Most Emma's communities earn their living by repairing donated furniture and electrical goods, which are then sold in the community shop. Through this work, companions learn many valuable skills and help the community reach its goal of becoming self-sufficient. People like Mark are continuing to sleep rough, and this is not the way people should live. By 2020, 80,000 families could be homeless. Other cities, like Manchester, have pledged to end rough sleeping by 2020. Sheffield City Council is working with organisations like Shelter to produce services for these people. But with a lack of funding and constant cuts from the government, it is becoming extremely difficult for the services to stay open. I only hope, for the sake of people like Mark, that they continue to provide their service. We need change. This government needs to change.